We just witnessed the greatest first day of NBA basketball ever. It was insane. I was actually pleasantly surprised about how good these two games were. You got to give your props to Adam Silver because the matchups, Houston Rockets versus Oklahoma City Thunder and the Golden State Warriors versus LA Lakers, two amazing matchups for the first day of basketball. But it all started with the Oklahoma City Thunder raising their first banner to the rafters, and the banner looked amazing. However, I was personally not a fan of these rings, man. I'm not gonna lie. The design is really cool. Like, I think the logo on the actual ring looks cool. I think the ring inside the ring is a really cool touch with all the jersey numbers from all the players. I reckon that's really cool. And I also like the how they have like that thing inside the ring as well, with everyone reaching up, grabbing for the trophy. And I feel like that's like an homage to how good this OKC Thunder was just as a team, because I really feel like this team, all the players from 1 to 15, were all really good. Like, this is one of the deepest teams in NBA history. Amazing defense, amazing offense. So I think that's a cool homage, but I just don't like the colors, man. Like, I don't like the orange diamonds that they have on the side. I just don't feel like it matches well with the blue. And like, let's be honest, it's an amazing ring. It looks sick. However, I'm more comparing it to like the Denver Nuggets one, the Cavs one, even the Bucks one was really cool as well. Comparing it to those ones, I think they're better than this one. However, still a sick ring. OKC, they're your champions. First championship, small market team. I'm happy for it, man. But anyway, let's go to the first game of the night. The Houston Rockets taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. What a game. And what a game for the drama. Both these two games are full of heaps of drama. I think it was at the end of the first overtime, or is it either at the end of the fourth quarter? I think it was the first overtime, is where KD got this rebound and he started calling a timeout. It was very obvious he was calling a timeout. Even Shane Goon started running over to him when I was like, hey dude, we don't have any timeouts. And if you do that, it's normally a foul, and I'm pretty sure the other team gets free throws. However, the refs didn't call it, which, if we're trying to figure out who the best team is, I think that's a good choice from the refs, even though they probably should have called it because he did call a timeout. However, I am kind of happy that they kind of let the game play on and let the better team win without kind of like making fouls determine who's the winner. But this game was amazing. Huge performances from a lot of guys. We saw with the Rockets. KD, he had a decent game for his first game as a Houston Rocket. 23 points, 3 assists, 9 rebounds. In 47 minutes against a good team, you probably want him to be scoring more. I think this game, even though the Rockets played extremely well, I do think it kind of exposed them to not being 100% a championship caliber team, and that is because as good as Reed Shepherd it was in this game, I actually think he had a pretty decent game. If they had Fred VanVleet in this game, I think they would have won. And I really do think that Fred VanVleet injury is going to cost them dearly this year. And I think if they had Fred VanVleet in this game, they would have won. And I think if they have him, they're probably a really good chance of winning a championship. However, without that true, just high-level point guard, even though I do think Reed Shepherd is really good, I just don't think that they're going to be a decent team. And I think that was shown in this game. So that's a bit disappointing. But anyway, moving on. Alfred Sengun, I can never say this guy's name. Sengun, what a game. 12 from 24 from the field, 5 of 3 from 3, 39 points, plus 9, 11 rebounds. Where's the assists? 7 assists, 2 steals. He had a Jokic game, man. He had a Jokic type game. He had a Dirk type game. He, down the stretch as well, he was really good. He was making every shot. They weren't going to KD down the stretch. They were going to this guy down the stretch. He had an amazing game. And I reckon Sengun is going to be one of those guys in the future. Well, he's already one of those guys, but in the future, he's going to be an absolute beast. Looking at OKC and SGA, man, he did his thing. I was watching this game, and I feel like SGA, in the first half, he wasn't really scoring the ball. I feel like he only had like, 2, 4, 6, 8 points in the first half. However, in the fourth quarter, I believe he had 14, and in overtime, he just took over like he always does. I'm not gonna lie, last year I thought Jokic was the MVP, but this game showed me that SGA is arguably the best player in the league. He just took over this game, and he did it against an amazing team in the Houston Rockets. 12 of 26 from the field. It's all right. 1 from 9 of 3. Wow, he did not shoot well from 3. 10 of 14 from the free throw line. We all know he's going to shoot well from the free throw line. 35 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Amazing game from SGA. But I actually think that the best player on this Thunder team in this game was actually Chet Holmgren. 28 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He was balling in that first half. He had an amazing game. Overall, just this game was just amazing. Full of drama with that KD tech. Just two amazing teams going at it, and OKC got home with the win, and I think that's granted. They were the better team. But this game, for the first game of the NBA season, what an absolute classic. But going on to the second game of the night, the Golden State Warriors take it away they take it away at LA, winning 119-109. And Jimmy Butler, man, he had a good game. I thought Jimmy Butler was going to kind of regress because he's like, 35, 36 years old. But he shot 7 of 14 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 16 of 16 from the free throw line. That is a veteran type play right there. You want guys who can shoot 100% from the free throw line, 90%, 85%, that's amazing. Plus 20. Wow, that is amazing. Same as Draymond, man, plus 20. And speaking of Draymond, man, first 6 minutes of this game, he got a tech. Draymond is just doing what Draymond does, but man, Draymond is just one of those solid players, 8 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. But going back to Jimmy Butler, 31 points. Huge game from Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry doing his thing, 23 points, 4 assists, 3 of 9 from 3. However, this game was more about one man. The one man who I think is going to win the MVP, Luka Doncic. 43 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, 17 of 27 from the field. Didn't shoot that well from 3. I just don't get this Lakers team, man. Luka is so good. They just need good players to surround him. Obviously, LeBron James wasn't playing in this game. If he plays in this game, does it go the Lakers' way? I think so. I think LeBron is still an amazing player, and I think he swings this game. But even look at Austin Reeves, who had a pretty decent game. His plus minus was not good, though. I don't think he's a very good defender. 9 of 16 from the field, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 26 points. He played pretty well. But sadly, from what I've been hearing, is the person who has been taking the blame. I feel like every time the Lakers don't do well, there's always one guy who gets singled out. And this year, it's probably going to be this man, DeAndre Ayton, the former first overall pick. It's kind of funny to think that he was in the same draft class as his teammate, Luka Doncic. 10 points, 4 turnovers, a block, 6 rebounds. 5 of 7 from the field. It didn't shoot that bad from the field. Then again, he is a center, so he's just going to be shooting it from like 1 foot away. But he needs to do better. He needs to kind of be that fourth guy on this team, essentially behind Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. So he's got to play better. But this was another great game, full of a lot of drama, pretty much just instigated by Draymond Green. You gotta love Draymond Green's enthusiasm when he plays basketball, man. It's good basketball to watch, but overall, these two games were absolute classics. Best. I really do think that this was the best first day of NBA basketball we've ever seen. Two absolutely classics, and if this is a sign for the season to come, this season is going to be absolute fireworks. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything I can improve on these videos, please let me know. And if you guys like these two games, go and comment down below. I love hearing your guys' comments on basketball and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. See you guys later.